Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're back. Power Plays Palace, man. We're back again, man. And let's get down to the chart. Let's do that. All right. On yesterday, we were looking for a spot. If it broke above 752.47, possible push up to 755.39, 758, 760. But if it didn't hold up and we got a bounce, we were looking for a support to start 752.47, 755, and 758. Because if it pulled back to the pre-market low before it started to move up. But if it got up to the pre-market high and then it rejected, we were looking for 751, 750.27, 749.88. And if we got to the, if we pulled back before we went up, and then we continued to move down, we were looking for 749, 748, and 745.50. With our key battle area in the chop zone, as we say, 752.47 and 750.27. And that's what our chart was saying for yesterday. So let's look at the SPY chart from yesterday and see what we had. All right. So yesterday when SPY opened, it opened up right around 751.24, and it went down here to 749. I meant to 750.89 the first, but then it went up here to 751.77. But you notice it never broke none of our key resistance area. But then it did go up, and it went up and it touched. It went up and it touched the high of the day from yesterday, which is 752.14, and then from there it started to work its way down, but it went sideways. And I don't know about FOMC days, but usually things happen on FOMC days that don't normally happen. And so, but we got a lot of sideways push on the SPY in the 748 to 751 range until about 2 o'clock. And from there, it hit 750, 87, and then it pushed down. Went all the way to 743, made its way back up to 750 area, and then from there, it worked its way all the way down to 739.22, and then it pushed up, started to go back up, and then it eventually closed at 740.95. Now with FOMC being, I think yesterday, that was a pretty nice size move from 751 to 739. Most of that move occurred after 155, after the FOMC from 2 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. So you could have got in at 155, 2 o'clock, and rode this thing down and came back up again at 235 and rode this thing down. From there, you could have rode it down a full $11. FOMC is not usual sometimes how it moves, but it makes crazy moves yesterday. So, and that's how SPY ended up yesterday. And as you can see this morning, it started to work its way back up to where it hit the 747 mark, and then it pulled back down to 743.35. And that's what the pre-market low and the high is for today. So based on the chart from yesterday, you could have played it, early. You'd have got a lot of chop zone area in that 751, 750 area. But once it made this move below 750, it touched every area on the chart. And so that was a good thing on the put side. And that was our play for yesterday. So let's look at the SPY for today. Let's look at the chart for today. As you can see in the pre-market, we did move up from where we closed the day at yesterday and a little bit from overnight. And kind of in that zone right now. We're going, it's like a $3, $4 zone right there that we in. But if SPY can break out a hold above that 747, we'll be looking at them trying to get back to the 750 range, 752.14 and 755. And if it pull back to the pre-market low and then start to work its way up, we're looking at 747, 750, 752 at that point. And if it rejects out the 747, if it push up and rejects us off that 747, then we're looking at 745, 743.35, and 741. And if we get a breakdown below the pre-market high, below the pre-market low, or it attacks the pre-market low before the market opens, and then you start to go down from there, we're looking at 741, 739, 22, and 736. And that's what we'll be looking at on the spot moving forward. So that's where we are right now with our trades for today. We're going to be bullish above the 747, where we're looking for some calls and playing options. And we're going to be bearish at 743.35, looking for puts. And that's what we'll be doing today for the SPY. But, you know, anything can increase volatility and the hurry can go up or down. So we want to be mindful of that. And we want to do everything we can to stay within those levels, to stay disciplined. And then from there we can move forward. And that's what we can do. And that's our trade plan for today. We're not going to prolong this video too long. I think for the most part everything been kind of straightforward. But we'll be looking for resistance at 747, 750, 752, 755. And looking for support 743.35, 741, 739, 22, and 736. And that's our calls for today, man. That's our trade plan for today. It's your boy Power Plays Palace. Man, we doing what we can out here, but we want to stay disciplined, have you some fun while you trading, and if anything I say in these videos help you become a better trader, man, hey, man, like, share, and subscribe, man. Leave your comment, and I will respond. So that's our trade plan for today. It's your boy Power Plays Palace, man. We out. You know, the market is closed tomorrow. It's Juneteenth, so it's the last day of the week, man.